LeBron James was selected first overall in the 2003 NBA draft and became a superstar. As for Bronny James, he was selected 55th overall in the 2024 NBA draft, and a lot of people think at best he'll end up being a role player. But today, I want to turn Bronny James into an NBA superstar. So, I copied LeBron's potential attributes and threw them onto Bronny. Essentially, this means that Bronny can become one of the best to ever do it. Now, he is still starting off as a 70 overall, so it's going to be an uphill battle, but after a couple seasons, we should see Bronny become a really solid player, and then give him 5-6 years, he'll be an established superstar. So without any more talking, we're going to jump straight into season number 1. Bronny's rookie year, where he'll probably get little to no PT. Luka Doncic with an MVP. Bronny James made All-NBA. I'm just kidding. I know I got you for a second though, right? Dalton Knecht started this year? He was going crazy. Unfortunately for Bronny though, he wasn't in the starting lineup. He averaged 1 rebound per game though. He played 1 minute on the season. This was a good year for the Lakers though. They won 50 games, making them the 4th seed. We'll see if LeBron can carry Bronny to a chip. Round 1, Lakers beat the Jazz. They actually beat the Mavs too. No way they get past the Nuggets. Yeah, I thought so. Nuggets sweep the Lakers. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Player progression. How much better will Bronny James get headed into year 2? I mean, he's got 99 potential, so I'm expecting him to jump up quite a lot. Yeah, he goes up 5 to a 75 overall. Also, I think LeBron ended up retiring. Yep, bye Bron. So now Bronny's all on his own here in Los Angeles. I don't think he'll crack the rotation this season, but by next year, he should make it for sure. And once he starts getting minutes, the sky is the limit for James. So I was simulating season number 2, and I checked in on Bronny real quick. Look at the numbers. They're giving him minutes, 21.5 minutes per night, as he's averaging 13, 4, and 8 on this season. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, he's not playing anymore. Did he just play in a couple games? Oh, the Lakers can't troll me like that. They've only given him 43 minutes all season, and we're 29 games in. He played well in the minutes he got too, but then they didn't give him another chance. What a shame. It's okay though. I know next year the Lakers will have no choice but to give Bronny James consistent PT. Luka Doncic with an MVP once again, and we only won 34 games, missing out on the play-in. Here are Bronny's numbers for the season. He averaged 27 minutes per game. However, he didn't appear in a lot of games. He actually started 9 games for whatever reason, but he just couldn't find consistent PT, only playing 11 out of 82. This summer though, I'm hoping he gets up to at least an 80 overall. Maybe I'm setting my expectations a little too high, but he does have 99 potential. That's really high, so I feel like he should go up quite a bit. I was looking to see where Bronny was at on the Lakers roster, and he's not on the Lakers roster anymore. He left to sign with the Magic after his 2nd season in LA. Bronny and Paolo teaming up? Apparently not, because Paolo is not in Orlando. They do have Jabari Smith now, they still have Franz, and they drafted AJ DeBonsta with the 1st overall pick. This is a good, young, up-and-coming team. And speaking of up-and-coming, Bronny is up to an 80 overall. He might be the starting PG this year in Orlando. They are starting Bronny at the point guard spot. This is the first time we're going to get to see Bronny play real minutes, so I'm very excited to see how this season goes. I predict that Bronny will win Most Improved Player. Victor Wembanyama wins an MVP. AJ DeBonsta wins Rookie of the Year here in Orlando. And Bronny James makes All-NBA 3rd team. He averaged 25 and 9 this season. All he needed was an opportunity. He got a chance to play in All-82 this season, and he ran with that chance. Great season from Bronny. Now, unfortunately, the Magic only won 36 games, missing out on the play-in, but this is a young team that should be able to continue to improve. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is Bronny only signed a 1-year contract with the Magic. That means that he could go elsewhere, but I really hope the Magic re-sign him. I think we might have something here in Orlando. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll see what Bronny thinks here in free agency. Free agency is over with, and Bronny is nowhere to be found on the Magic roster. So where is he headed to next? LeBronto has a whole new meaning now, as Bronny James is a Toronto Raptor. He signed a 4-year contract with the squad, so he's going to be standing pat here for a while. They've got Keegan Murray, Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickley, Jacoby Walter, and also Bronny's up to an 85 headed into year 4. He already made All-NBA last season. It's like an 80 overall. So this season should be even better for James. And the squad around him in Toronto isn't too bad, so hopefully we can at least make the play-in, maybe even the playoffs. We'll see. Season is over with, and we're finally going to get our first chance to see Bronny James in the postseason. Jacoby Walter wins Most Improved Player. Bronny James, All-NBA second. He averages 21, 5, and 10 on the year. He's only an 87 right now. He's going to continue to get better. The Raptors won 45 games this year, so we're here. It's the postseason, and in round 1, we'll be taking on the Nets. KD is back in Brooklyn. Oh, man. That would be crazy to see. But unfortunately for Durant, he's going to get cooked by Bronny here. We beat him in 5. James Jr. averages 23 and 13 in the first round. Next up, it'll be the Indiana Pacers with Hallie and Nembhard. They've also got Miles Turner. No more Siakam, though. We're up 3-1. They'll win game 5. But we beat them in 6. So just like that, we're in the conference finals, taking on the Bucks, who have Giannis and Chet. What is going on in this video? So much player movement. Game 1 of the series will go to us. Bucks take game 2 and 3. We win game 4 and 5. Come on. And 6. So Bronny James, in his first playoff run where he's getting real PT, is in the NBA Finals playing alongside Scotty Barnes, who just won the conference MVP. We're taking on a good Rockets team with another member of the 2024 NBA draft class in Reed Shepherd. Game 1 of the series will go to Houston, but we take game 2 and 3 and 4. Are you kidding? They'll win game 5. All right, let's close this one out in 6. Bronny, you don't want to blow a 3-1 lead. Members of the James family come back from 3-1. They don't blow 3-1s. Well, it looks like this game is close, so we might as well jump in. Get a chance to see superstar Bronny in action. 2-point game right now as we jump in. Rockets are down by 2, but they're at the foul line. It's going to be Boozer shooting them at the charity stripe. First one is good. Second one for Boozer is also good. He's got 3. Are you kidding me? He missed the third. Nice. Okay, we've got a tie ball game here, about 1:45 left. And real quick, if you're enjoying the video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. We're trying to hit 50K. Anyway, let's lock in on this game. Bronny James attacking the basket here, working on Sengun, getting absolutely clammed. James will swing it to Wiggs. Wiggs misses. Oh, man. Now here comes Reed Shepherd. I saw that the Warriors are denying Wiggins from playing for Canada in the Olympic Games until they figure out a trade. Anyway, Sengun out to Boozer, over to Whitmore, and Whitmore knocks down a 3. That's just bad business from the Warriors, though, not letting Wiggs play in the Olympics. Here comes Bronny James as your Toronto Raptors are down by 3 points. About a minute remaining here. James will get the screen here from Wiseman. Bronny, mid-range, is off. Oh my gosh. Less than a minute to go here. We gotta stop the Rockets. Here comes Amen Thompson. Thompson will swing it to Reed Shepherd. We gotta watch out for him. He is a sharpshooter from beyond the arc. Come on, Bronny. We gotta lock that up. He got cooked on the screen. Reed's wide open, but he actually missed. We got lucky there. Wiggs will secure the rebound. Now here comes Wiggins in transition. He's gonna spin. He gives it down to Barnes. Barnes in the post. Out to Wiseman for 3. James! Oh my gosh. Why is that the shot? And now we're sending the Rockets to the foul line. I saw Cam Whitmore had like 14 in the 4th. He's having a crazy game, so he's probably making both of these. Now we do have 2 timeouts left, which is good, but that's really the only thing going for us right now as we're down by 5 and the Rockets are on a run. A 3-pointer here would be absolutely huge. James Wiseman into Bronny. We just wasted another timeout. 2K. Y'all got to remove that glitch. Why would we just waste a timeout for zero reason? Let's try this again. Ball will go into Wiggs. Wiggs to Walter, who's wide open. We suck. We suck. We can't make an open shot. We deserve to lose that basketball game. I'm just going to put it frankly, man. So we are going 7. We were up 3-1 in this series, and now we might blow it. I was ready to give Bronny his props, say, oh man, you know, you're the 6th seed, you go on to win the chip, but now we're in danger of losing this finals. Oh no. Game 7's kind of close. 6-point game here, minute 3 left. Bronny, your legacy is on the line right now. We're down kind of big, and James is not in the game right now. He fouled out. Oh no, his teammates are going to have to come through. How could you foul out in a big game like this? Jalen Suggs will get the screen from Wiseman. Suggs down to Wiseman on the roll. James Wiseman. Oh, he missed, but he got his board. It's out to Wiggs, and oh my gosh, he missed, but James Wiseman. James, you're terrible. Make a shot. That's going to do it, bro. It's over. It's over. I knew when I saw James Wiseman miss all those layups, it was over. Bronny, you really fouled out in this basketball game, and we just blew a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. We can't even call him Bronny James anymore. We got to call him Bronny Curry. It's fine, though, because now Bronny's up to a 90 overall. It's not really fine that we blew a 3-1, but you know what? I'm really hoping we can bounce back this season as James has gotten a lot better. So is Jacoby Walter. And now Bronny is the best player in Toronto, headed into the 5th season of his NBA career. Ja Morant with an MVP this year. There goes Bronny making 2nd team once again, scoring going up this year. But unfortunately, we did not win a lot of games. Only 41, meaning that we are a play-in team. We're the 9 seed too. We're probably missing the playoffs or not. We made it. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Heat. I mean, this isn't a crazy 1 seed by any means. I think we could beat them. We actually beat them. Okay. Round 2, it'll be the Hawks. Oh, they have Luka. That's funny because the draft night trade, they traded away Luka to get Trey. But yeah, Doncic is probably going to cook us, right? Maybe not. We're going 7 here against Luka. A battle of elite guards here. Doncic versus James. And we're playing pretty well so far. Looks like we're going to run away with this one. Bronny James gets a big dub here. And we're back in the conference finals. Went from play-in tournament to conference finals, where we'll be taking on Philly. We're up 3-1 on Philly. They win game 5. Don't do it again, Bronny. Don't do it again. Game 7. Are you really about to blow 3-1 leads back-to-back years? Bronny, come on, man. We're down right now. No. All right, 1-point game, 36 seconds. And Embiid's at the free throw line. Who would have thought? Hey, Joel, miss one of these at least. He made the first. Second one is also good. Bronny isn't in? Where's he at? He fouled out again? Stop fouling. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? So I guess it's on his teammates to try and close this one out. But the last 2 game 7s we've jumped into, Bronny's fouled out. That's really weird. And we just wasted a timeout. 2K, bro. 2K. Let's try this play again. Part 2. James Wiseman into Cam Thomas. Come on, clutch time, Cam. We need one. Thomas gives it up to Walter. Walter in the corner gives it back to Thomas. Thomas gonna go downhill a little bit, get the screen from Wiseman. He passes it to James. Now it'll go back to Cam. Not much time left here for us to get a shot up. There's a clean look for James Wiseman. He'll slam it home. All right, now we're going to have to foul. It's going to be Maxey going to the line, so he'll probably hit both. Then we'll need a 3 to tie it. First one for Tyrese Cash. Second one for Maxey is also good. And we call our last time out with about 14 seconds remaining. James Wiseman will give it into Cam Thomas. Thomas will swing it to Barnes. Barnes fakes. He thought about shooting it. Instead gives it to Thomas. Cam misses. GG. We blow 3-1 leads back to back. Last year we blew a 3-1. This year we blew a 3-1. And both times Bronny was fouled out in game 7. Are you kidding me, Bronny? And in this game, he only had 11 points before fouling out. Overall playoff numbers look solid, but when the lights get the brightest in these huge games, Bronny just seems to fold. Bronny, you got to prove the doubters wrong in a big way. I'm talking about go win an MVP and a chip in the same season or something. Because right now, it's not looking good for you. Luka Doncic with an MVP award. Bronny James made first team. And I have to tell y'all, I think he was in MVP conversations because we were pretty good started this year with 47 wins, and the individual numbers from James were pretty crazy. Now you gotta go get that championship, Bronny. Prove the doubters wrong. Round 1, we beat the T-Wolves. Round 2, it'll be the Hawks, and we lose. We lost to MVP Luka, and the Hawks went on to win the NBA title. Bronny James played well in the playoffs, but just not good enough to win that title. That's really been the story of the video thus far. Now the good news is Bronny's up to a 94 overall, and he's only headed into year 7 at this point, so he's got a lot of time to add to his resume, but I'd love to see an MVP or a championship on here sometime soon. Oh yeah, also he's headed into the last year of his deal, but he wants an extension with Toronto, so it looks like we'll be seeing a little bit more of LeBronto here. There you go, Bronny, an MVP award for James Jr. in year 7. That's what I'm talking about, man. And this year, we had our best season ever. 53 wins. Round 1, it'll be Chicago. We're not worried about them. Okay, we should be worried about them. We got a game 7 coming up here. You gotta win this game 7, Bronny. Come on. You haven't been good in game 7s in the past, but here's a chance to redeem yourself. There we go. We win this one. James with 22. Next up, it'll be the Nets. They don't even have a 90 overall. You're the best player in the series, Bronny. This is winnable. Or no, it isn't. We just lost in 5. That's tough. Bronny James, 13 points in the final game on 17 shots. That's bad. Overall, though, pretty solid playoffs from James. And it is really great that he added an MVP to his resume. Also, he'll be sticking around for the long haul in Toronto, as he did end up signing that contract extension during the season. Going into year 8, James Jr. is standing pat at a 94. We do have this dude Pablo Fernandez who's going up. He's up to an 85. That's really good. Or sorry, an 83. He's up 5 overalls is what I meant to say. Team looking a little bit better for this season. Last year we won, 53 games? Maybe we can really establish ourselves as a contender this year by winning like 60. Bronny James, another MVP, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know how he won this one. We were a play-in team with 44 wins. I was talking about, oh, can we win 60 games next season? No, we can't. But we do make the playoffs as the A seed here. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Wizards. They have Alexander Sarr, some auto-generated dude named Jordan Ward. Looks like a really good team. Yeah, we got cooked. It was a rough regular season in terms of wins, and then we had a rough playoffs getting swept in round number 1. And at this point, Bronny James still has 3 more years left on his deal with Toronto. However, if things don't get better soon, I'm going to force Bronny to leave the Raptors because he's been here for quite some time and has yet to win a championship. So once that contract is up, if he hasn't won a chip by then, it might be time for a change of scenery for Bronny James. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem like we're seeing much improvement from this squad. Cam Boozer with an MVP. Bronny unable to win it this year. He did make first team, though, and the team was really good with 54 wins. A major bounce back for the squad after being the 8th seed and losing in round 1 last year. This year in round 1, we sweep our opponent. Next up, we got the Heat. They're giving us trouble, and we lost in 6. All right, bro. Yeah, Bronny, it might just be time to get out of Toronto. It seems like no matter what we do, we just can't win a championship. We'll have bad regular seasons and make it further in the playoffs. We'll have good regular seasons, lose early in the playoffs. We'll have bad seasons and bad playoffs. Nothing's going right now, man, except for the fact that Bronny has a couple MVPs. That's pretty cool. And it looks like James is kind of standing pat at a 94 at this point. That's a good overall to be, though, for sure. He's 28 years old, headed into season number 10. Cam Boozer with another one. Bronny James making first team. I don't think he would have had a chance at that MVP, though, because, man, we sucked. 35 wins on the year. Oh, wow. That was good enough for the play-in. That's surprising, but ultimately we are not going to make the playoffs. So now Bronny James is headed into the final year of his contract with the Toronto Raptors, and barring an unforeseen NBA title run, I'm going to be forcing him to leave this team after this upcoming season. There have been some exciting moments in Toronto, some ups and downs, but mostly downs, let's be honest. Bro's blown 2 3-1 leads in this Raptors uniform. Another 10 seed finish for your Toronto Raptors. Absolutely tragic, especially because Bronny Bronny's just continued to play great basketball. I am so excited that he's finally going to be leaving this team, man. Oh yeah, I guess I should simulate the play-in to make sure we don't make the playoffs. Yeah, we didn't make it. Now it is time for free agency. Ultimately, Bronny James ended up deciding to go to the Philadelphia 76ers, where he'll be playing alongside Paolo Banchero and an old Alperen Sengun. Is this team much of an upgrade over the Raptors? Probably not, but Bronny does get a change of scenery, so maybe that'll help him out at least. I don't know, maybe that's what he needed. Apparently, I underestimated the Philadelphia 76ers. We had an elite season, and Bronny James ended up winning the MVP award. But look at that, man. 54 wins? That's what I'm talking about. Round 1, we'll be taking on Chicago. We beat them in 5. Round 2, we got the Nets. We beat them in 5. Conference finals, we got the Hornets. And we beat them in 6. Bronny James is back in the finals, taking on OKC. And for once, OKC looks beatable. How did we get Bilal Coulibaly? We got him on a minimum. That's why we were so good. Okay, it's all making sense now. The Thunder won the first 2 games, but we won the next 2, giving us a 2-2 series headed into game 5. We're going to jump in the Simcast here. We were down pretty much all game, but we've managed to come back late. We're up by 3 with 27 seconds left. And I think all we gotta do is get one more bucket and we'll be good. Oh, they're gonna foul us. And all Bronny's gotta do is knock down some free throws and we'll be good. First one is cash. Second one for Bronny's also good. So we're up 5. There's still time for OKC to get back in this one. Shea over to Edwards. Edwards jumper off. Okay, now it's really over with. We're gonna take a 3-2 series lead. Bronny 18 and 12. 18 points on 19 shots is tragic. So we are up 3-2. Bronny is 1 win away from his first ever NBA title. And it looks like he's going to do it. Yup, we did it, man. Bronny James, 30 and 19 to close him out. That's what I'm talking about. And he wins a championship in his first year in Philly. He also wins finals MVP. And he won MVP in the same season as well. Just ridiculous stuff from James Jr. And now Bronny will have a chance to repeat, although the team is kind of old and we don't have Coulibaly anymore. Clarence Brady with an MVP here. Bronny James, all NBA first. And this year in Philadelphia was decent, but nowhere near the type of year we had last year. Only 44 wins on the season. Round 1, we got Atlanta, and we lost in 6. We go from championship to losing in round 1. Bronny's about to head into year 14. I'm really excited to see where Bronny ranks in terms of all-time points, assists, stuff like that once the video ends. Also probably steals. He's been getting a lot of steals and rebounds. I feel like Bronny might do some damage on the all-time list. He could end up pretty high, but he's gonna have to play quite some time because, you know, to climb those lists, you gotta have longevity. And he is 33 years old at this point, so we'll have to see how many more seasons he ends up playing. Cam Boozer, another one. He's won so many MVPs in this video. Bronny James still managing all NBA first team, even though he's in year 14. And this year we won 42 games, making us the 5 seed. Surprised we weren't in the play-in with that many wins. Round 1, we got the Wizards, and we got cooked by the Wizards. Bronny James was cool in the playoffs, you know, put up good numbers, but it just wasn't enough. And with James only having 1 more year left on his contract in Philadelphia, unless we go crazy next season, I think it might be time for him to get out of here. I might force him to test free agency again, because the team's kind of been on a downward trajectory since we won that championship in the first season. And I want Bronny to have a chance to compete for more titles as he is getting older. Look, we're seeing the regression from him, Paolo. So if we don't win something this year, I think it'll be time for Bronny to move on to his next destination. Cam Boozer with an MVP again. Bronny still making all NBA first. And this year we won 47 games, so maybe we'll make a run at the title and the Sixers will prove me wrong and I'll have Bronny stick around. Nope, we were trash. We lost in round 1, so it's time for Bronny to join yet another team. Bronny is a Bull. That's right, he's going to Chicago. Now the big question is, who do they have? Okay, they've got Marcus Johnson. He is another point guard, and outside of Marcus, they have like no one else. I guess we'll move Marcus to the 2 because he's a little taller than Bronny, and we'll go ahead and get this season started. I didn't expect this from Bronny. He won an MVP with the Chicago Bulls, averaging 27-9 on the year. It was a great season for Bronny and the Bulls as they won 56 games. We're the number 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. Round 1, we take care of the Cavs easily. Round 2, it'll be the Knicks, and we lost in 6. Man, Bronny was hooping. He wanted another ring. Unfortunately, the team was unable to get it done. But we had a really good year, so hopefully we can build off of that and maybe win a championship in Bronny's second season with the Bulls. Bronny hasn't started regressing just yet. Or I think he went down like 1 overall a little bit earlier, but he hasn't hit a huge regression where he's dropping in overalls. So we need to make this happen sooner rather than later. I mean, Bronny's 35. He's headed into year 17. Who knows how much longer he can keep up this level of play. I did not expect us to be this good. If we win the rest of our games this season, we could crack 70 wins. Of course, we lost, but you know, we're going to end up with a great record here. 69 wins on the season. Bronny, back-to-back MVPs. And we gotta be the title favorites, right? We won almost 70 games on the season. Round 1, we beat the Cavs. Round 2, it'll be the Celtics. We sweep them. Next up, it'll be the Knicks. We beat them in 5. Easy trip to the finals, where we'll be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. They don't have Shea anymore, so we're not scared. We got this one. Game 1 will go to us. Thunder win game 2, and we win game 3 and 4. We take them down in 5. Bronny brings a chip to Chicago. That's his second title. He's got 5 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, has made 12 All-Star teams, 12 All-NBA first teams, and 2 All-NBA second teams. Great stuff from Bronny James. Now we got to see if he can go back to back. I did not expect him to be this good this late into his NBA career. I mean, this guy is headed into year 18, and so far, he's shown no signs of slowing down. Okay, he might be slowing down now. He just went down 2 overalls. It's going to be tough if we want to repeat. Darius Acuff Jr. with an MVP. Bronny all the way on 3rd team this year. Maybe the fall off starting. The numbers dropped off a lot. But we did win 60 games, so it looks like we could be poised to repeat here. Round 1, we got the Heat, and we beat them in 5. Round 2, it'll be the Hornets, and we beat them in 5. Conference Finals, we got the Knicks, and that went 7, but we won. Oh my gosh, we won by 1 point in Game 7. Next up, it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder. A rematch here. We beat them last time. Let's do it again and get back-to-back chips. We win Game 3. We lose Game 4. We're down 3-1. We lose the series in 5 to Oklahoma City. Bronny played well throughout the postseason, but this last game, not so much. And with Bronny regressing some more, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I don't think we're making it to the finals this year. I got to learn to stop doubting Bronny and the Bulls. He wins MVP this year, and he's ready to call it a career after winning MVP. But you can't retire just yet, Bronny. We've got a job to finish here in the postseason. We went 61-21. Let's go get this title. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Pistons, and we sweep them. Round 2, we got the Heat. We beat them in 5. Conference Finals, we got the Knicks, and we're going 7 with them. We were up 3-1 early, but they've came all the way back. Bronny, you can't end off your career blowing a 3-1. That would be terrible. No, man, come on. Well, Bronny had 25 points, a rebound, and 5 assists in his final game. And that's where he's going to call it a career after 19 years pro at the age of 38. Bronny put together an impressive resume with his dad's potential. He won 2 NBA championships, 6 MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, made 14 All-Star teams, 13 All-NBA first teams, and 2 All-NBA second teams. In addition to that, Bronny ended up finishing 14th all-time in scoring, 15th all-time in field goals made. Bro, why are these lists so broken? 2nd all-time in threes made. 6th in assists. 4th in steals. And he did all of that while being 25th all-time in minutes. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.